Hello and welcome back to the Coder's Legacy channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Scrapy, the Python web scraping library. Scrapy is a very powerful web scraper, a web scraper being a tool that can be used to download and extract data off the internet. Automation is the best part about web scrapers. You can basically automate them completely, just run the script once and all of the data will be downloaded. Scrapy as a web scraper is really good. It's powerful, flexible, customizable, scalable, and most importantly, it's very fast. There are other web scrapers out there that are easier to learn, but Scrapy is just better in terms of its features. Scrapy can do things like link following, link extraction, login automation, auto throttling, rotating proxies, all kinds of cool stuff like that that we're all going to cover throughout this series. This is the first video in the series where we cover how to install Scrapy, set up a basic project, and just get a successful connection to a website, okay, and download a response from it so that we know that our code is working. Then we can begin from the real stuff in the next video. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing that we need to do is install Scrapy. Pip install Scrapy. I already have it installed, so it'll just say requirement already satisfied. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is set up a Scrapy project. For this, we'll do Scrapy start project, then the name of the project. Since I'm making a tutorial, I'll call it tutorial and hit enter. This will create a folder over here in the same directory where you called this from. Okay, now do cd tutorial. Now open up this folder and you'll see there's another folder called tutorial. Open this one up too, and then you'll see this folder called spiders and a bunch of other Python files over here. These files are pretty important, but they're extra features basically, and we'll cover them a lot later. The main thing that we're going to be doing in the next few videos is in this folder, the folder called spiders. Spiders is a Scrapy concept that refers to the bot that you create that goes on the internet and downloads and extracts data. So basically the term spider is synonymous with a web scraping bot. Okay, so that's what we're creating here. We're creating spiders, okay, kind of because spiders crawl, and we're creating basically a website crawler. So that's where the association comes from. Okay, now what we need to do is create our first spider. We won't go into the details in this video, that's in the next one. Right now we just want to make sure that our Scrapy project has been set up correctly. Okay, so the easiest way to create a new spider is Scrapy gen spider for generate spider, then the name of the spider, I'll call it quote. Okay, then Scrapy will automatically attach spider, so the thing will be called quote spider. Okay, then I'm going to put in the URL of the website that I want to scrape. Okay, and I think I have it copied. Yes, here we are. Now I'm going to hit enter. Okay, there we go. And here we are. This has created our quote.py file, and as you can see, it's called quote spider. And then there are a few other things over here. We'll talk about a bit more about that in the next video. Right now, I just want to do this. Yield response. Okay, every time you create a spider, it returns a response object. Again, we'll talk more about that in the next video. Just add this line into your code and then run the following command to ensure that it's all set up correctly. And by the way, you don't need to run this command. Okay, you can just write this code out yourself. You don't need to write any of this technically, not in the start at least. Well, okay, fine. The name parameter is important. Okay, every spider should have a name. All right, but to test this code, do Scrapy crawl and then the name of your spider, which is quote, and then do -o output.json. What this is going to do is crawl this website. Sorry, I mean, it's going to activate this spider, the spider called quote, and then it's going to save the output in this output.json file. All right, now I'm going to run this code, and okay, we can observe the output a bit over here. You can see that there's a 200 response. 200 is the status code, which means connection successful. Okay, and then I'll go over to the output.json file, and we can see here that it says HTML response 200. So that means that our connection was successful. If you're not doing this, if you're getting a 404 error like this, then that means that you screwed up somewhere and it's not working. Okay, maybe try reinstalling Scrapy, or maybe you're not executing the command in the correct folder. You need to execute this command in the root folder of your project. Okay, there are two tutorial folders. You need to make sure you're in the first one, okay, not in the second one. So once you have your Scrapy spider up and running, proceed to the next video where we begin talking about spiders and how they work and how we can use them. Okay, see you guys in the next video.